Good, happy Tuesday morning, August 24, 2021. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started right now. First up, Manchester family returned safely from Afghanistan. Family of 4 returned home Friday night. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Golden Corral in Manchester is open and now offers a weekend breakfast buffet. Come on in for a safe, comfortable, customer-friendly experience featuring a delicious, fresh, all-you-can-eat buffet of homemade favorites. Golden Corral at the shops at South Willow in Manchester, the only one for everyone.
A big sigh of relief for so many. We can now tell you some more of the information we were withholding last week so as not to inadvertently identify this family in our reports. This is a Manchester husband and wife with 2 young children, a family of 4. So as harrowing as this was for them, what we hadn't been able to say until now is that they were incredibly worried for the safety of their little ones. That's why we made no mention of them in our earlier reports. So here's what unfolded since our last contact with them. Around midweek, they got through a checkpoint, getting past the Taliban, which had confronted them with violence in previous attempts, and they made it into the safety of U.S. custody. From there, it was quite the travel saga, but they finally arrived home at 11 p.m. Friday, and they've been recuperating from this remarkably dangerous experience since then. The mother of the family, who we are still not identifying because of safety concerns regarding her other relatives still in Afghanistan, told us, quote, "I was going to send you more pictures and videos, but unfortunately, my bag got stuck behind with my uncle when we crossed the checkpoint. We just made it through with passports and nothing else." She adds that, quote, "My family in Afghanistan is in big danger as they are getting threat calls daily. I have very little cousins. They deserve a fair chance at life." So even with the relief, there is heartache for this family as they are not sure what will happen next in their homeland with the Taliban in charge. But again, to recap, the local family we had been communicating with last week after they were trapped in Afghanistan while visiting relatives is now back home and safe tonight in Manchester. Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. 5 more Granite Staters die of COVID-19 as hospitalization rise to highest point since April. More than 2,300 active COVID-19 cases in New Hampshire, officials say. New Hampshire health officials hope Pfizer approval encourage more vaccinations. Some say full FDA approval gives them more confidence in vaccine. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Plymouth Ford is now new car Ford of Plymouth. That's right, Plymouth Ford is now new.
Those who've been waiting for full approval should go get your shot now.
President Biden making that push with the Food and Drug Administration announcing today Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine, already administered to more than 92 million people in the United States, has its full approval.
Today is really an important day as the FDA has approved the first COVID-19 vaccine.
The full FDA approval allows Pfizer to advertise the vaccine. It will go on the market under the name Comirnaty. It's the same formula as the Pfizer vaccine that was approved for emergency use authorization.
The public can be confident that this vaccine meets the FDA's gold standards for safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing quality.
Here in New Hampshire, the news is welcomed by doctors who've been counseling hesitant patients.
They're now teed up, right? They've had their opportunity. They've had that time to wait and see. And now it's their turn for vaccination.
And now more companies might consider mandating the vaccine.
This FDA approval will enable these organizations to move forward to assure the safe environment for their staff, with the collateral benefit, of course, of a safer and healthier community.
Now, Moderna has also applied for full FDA approval of its vaccine. Johnson & Johnson has yet to apply, but says it hopes to do so later this year. In studio, Jessica Miranda, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Man held without bail after 2 found dead in Bedford hotel. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Golden Corral in Manchester is open and now offers a weekend breakfast buffet. Come on in for a safe, comfortable, customer-friendly experience featuring a delicious, fresh, all-you-can-eat buffet of homemade favorites. Golden Corral at the shops at South Willow in Manchester, the only one for everyone.
Investigators still on scene at the Country Inn and Suites in Bedford, the entrance blocked by crime tape. Saturday night, around 7 o'clock, they responded to a horrific scene. One victim, David Hanford, found suffocated. 28-year-old Nathan Cashman found dead with multiple wounds from a machete. His friends in shock.
Nate was, he was the kindest person, honestly, I've ever met. He had the biggest heart.
42-year-old Theodore Lucky from New Jersey, waiving arraignment, held on felony charges for the murders and for being a felon in possession of deadly weapons, including the machete, a pistol, and brass knuckles. The Attorney General's office has sealed the affidavit that could reveal why the men were here on Saturday and if and how they knew each other. But Nathan's friend says Nate and Lucky were longtime friends and that he heard from Nate just a few hours before he was killed.
And it was like 4:05. I get a Facebook message from Nate, and he says, "Hey, I'm with Lucky. He wants to know if you're out of work, so we can hang out."
He says he made up an excuse because he didn't feel comfortable around Lucky. Now he's trying to give his friend a proper burial.
We're trying to raise, money so he can have the service he deserves.
We are, aware of the impact that something like this has on the victims' families, obviously, as well as the community.
The investigation is still very active. According to New Jersey prison records, Theodore Lucky pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including kidnapping, in New Jersey in 2012 and was released from prison this past May. He's now held without bail in New Hampshire. In Bedford, Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another news update. Goodbye, everyone.